So earlier on I mentioned the fact that we can archive notes. Basically we can move notes or information that we don't necessarily want to delete. We still want to retain it, but it's maybe kind of irrelevant or old, or we just want to clear it out of the way so it's not frequently populating our kind of list. Because it's of limited interest to us right now. Maybe it was work files from 10 years ago or something. So basically we have this concept of basically our main kind of notes tree, which is up till now is exclusively what we've been working with, but we have an archived notes tree as well, and we can easily move notes to and from the archive. So let's go ahead and do that. So if we do a quick search, so I decided to rename that kind of note that we are just dealing with a second ago to something a little bit more easier for the purposes of the video. So we have this note MindForger miscellaneous number 3. So if I want to move this to the archive, I first identify the particular note I want to move, so that should match it, and I just simply say to archive, and as you can see, a lot of output there. It's updated the database, and it's updated the main database, it's updated the archive database, and it's moved the note. Now if we have a look, because I'm in the main Wibble directory here, if we have a look at the tree, we can see that the notes tree has these two here, and now if we have a look at the archive notes tree, well that will be the one that we've just moved there, that 0A7F candidate here. And now if we do Wibble search everything, show everything that's in the main one, you'll see that MindForger note has completely disappeared, as we would expect. It's not in the main kind of database. But if we say, hey, actually show me everything that's in archived, and there you go, it's in there, and in fact it's the only thing that we've archived. So basically it allows you to siphon off or silo less interesting notes, or just ones that are kind of old or not so relevant, but you can still access and work with them in exactly the same way and use all of the commands that we've been doing hitherto. If there is a note data directory associated to it with attachments and linked files and everything, none of that is touched. It's all under the same note data tree. So archiving it doesn't affect that. It simply moves it out of the main database and stores it in the archive database. And if we decide, oh, actually this is now of interest again, we can move it out of the archive. So this time, so we're searching the archive database because that's where the note is that we want. We're going to say title MindForger again, and we want to move it from the archive, and that restores it. So now if we look in the directory again, you'll see that archived tree has completely disappeared, simply because that was the only note that we had under archived notes, and so it's got eradicated once we moved it out of notes. And if we look at the notes tree, we'll see, there's now 3 entries instead of where there were 2, so it's moved back in, and we can confirm that for facts by doing Wibble search everything. So again, we're just searching the main database here. We haven't passed in the archived option, and MindForger miscellaneous is there. So you can basically move to and from archived with the corresponding Wibble search filter on the note you want, and then pass in the to archive command. And then if you want to move things from the archive, do a search on the archive and pass in the from archive command, and it will move it back. So pretty straightforward to move things to and from the archive, and therefore keep your most relevant kind of notes quickly to hand. How you use that, or whether you even use that, is entirely up to you. You may just decide, you're quite happy to have all 10,000 notes just in your main one all the time, but there's probably typically going to be notes that are of very limited interest, but you know, you just decide, oh well, I don't want to delete it, so I'll just shove it in the archive just in case.